Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Path of Exile video, and some weird things is happening. Let's just put it that way. So before the league launched, everyone talked about, oh, you're gonna put the Doriani's prototype onto the mercenary, and my argument was, if you do that, the mercenary will die as soon as any lightning dot hits it whatsoever. It's just not gonna work. It will just die immediately. I've been told by multiple people. I've seen some footage of people having their mercenary tanking all kinds of things that do lightning damage with the Doriani's prototype equipped, and it's just tanking everything, which seems to be some sort of damage reduction modifier that it has, which is in the background. We don't see it, where it's just able to tank these things without having resistances. What this tells me is essentially that resistances on the actual mercenary seems to be completely irrelevant for its survival, which is kind of weird. It also seems to be based around having those things be the functionality as to why the mercenary survives in super juiced high-end content to farm with, which makes sense. However, it does mean that we can then put the Doriani's prototype onto our mercenary, which means that builds like high-budget specters, some bomber builds, I guess, some high-budget mage skeletons, which is what I plan to do, is going absolutely nuts. I'm currently sitting on absolute trash gear. I have a +1 weapon, +1 helmet. I have an amulet from level 17. Like, trash ring for 32. It's like, I have nothing for my minions on my shield. I have absolute trash gear. But I have a Doriani's prototype on the War Priest, a strength intelligence based mercenary with Smite and Holy Relic. Preferably you want to have something like Wrath in here. I actually decided to put a Dawnbreaker with 20% of lightning damage taken as fire on him just in case. And his resistances is -141. He has so much negative lightning rest. I'm still using Purity of Elements in my character. So he actually has like -95 or something. I think that in a proper version, I'll be PoBing this in the coming day and make another update video for this. Once I figure out whether or not we're going to run Commander Darkness or Purity of Elements, probably Commander Darkness, Storm Shroud stuff. But essentially, we can have a Reflective Mist, Negative Lightning Rest ring. Whether or not there's life on this or not, doesn't matter. He's just going to survive it anyways. We can use Immortal Flesh for negative 25% Elemental Rest, and we can have Malachi's Artifice for -20% all rest. You can even put a Malagar's Lens shield, which is giving -50% to all resistances. And if he dies, it just costs gold to resurrect him. But I haven't seen him. His HP hasn't moved. Then I'm running Unnerve Gloves, which allows him to unnerve enemies and hit AoE-wise with his Smite. And I'm going to change this for a Malediction Darkseer later and a Brittle Boots. At least that's my plan. Helmet will be a Crown of the Tyrant at a later stage, but they are very expensive. All of these pieces are expensive, so I'm not using them right now. But these, I'm not sure what Dorian is going for right now. I'm guessing it's going up. It's about 2 divs right now. I'm using Perkle's Toe as an amulet for it. I don't even have an oil on it. So that's the current setup on him. I'm using a Tabula Rasa. Now, I have a few ideas, which includes Leash of Ablation, to make this build ridiculous in a higher body version. And what's really cool with this is that it costs almost nothing compared to... the regular Mage Skelly high body version. I'm going to show you some quick gameplay footage in this trash gear. And I'll show you the tree first, actually. What's really important is that you use a combat focus to not choose fire in this position right here. And another combat focus, this one, the crimson one, to not choose cold. So your skeletons will always be lightning. Other than that, Enduring Composure, small cluster for the endurance charges, Blessed Rebirth, medium cluster to make sure they don't die. We have some ideas where we're going to take some duration notes for the sake of fresh meat. Otherwise, you'll just have to resummon them once every 4 seconds. But with this, you should be able to resummon them once every 5 seconds or so instead, which is nice. But they might die, so you just resummon them in that case. After the Blessed Rebirth duration. But this is the generic tree. I'll be making some adjustments to this as we PoB, but this is a absolute trash-geared character in which I put on Dorianis on the Merc. And it's Like, here's a map where I should not survive this map. There's crit multis, they chain, 2 bosses, I have max res. Like, I'm not supposed to survive this map. I even have less recovery on my energy shield, which is a little overkill. So it's going to be maybe a little slow because I've been using Eldritch Battery to cast my summons, and I have only 330 energy shield since I'm using a Tabula. But this is the map I want to show you guys a little bit of a gameplay footage with this. And they also take reduced crit damage, which is basically all of the focus this build has. I'm going to show you this and show you the pure damage output that is being dealt with just the lightning skeletons and an AG, which with my Purity of Elements active has 105 negative resistances. Like, I will die in this map, no matter, like, either in this recording or afterwards. Like, I will die. But as you can see, the damage these guys are pulling off. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm using a level 19-20 gem at the moment. I have 19 level on my support. I think my golem is only level 11 and my sniper's mark is level 14. It's like absolutely wild what you can do with this, because you no longer have to use the Doriani to yourself and just let your Merc do it. So you get such stupid amounts of damage. And the reason I'm not instantly evaporating in this map is because things are essentially dying before they get to touch me. I'm not supposed to be in this map with this gear. Like, I should not be here. My character should not exist in this area. But I mean, you see the damage output is absolutely ridiculous. And we obviously have a lot of improvements to be making. And like I said, I'm leaning towards Leash of Ablation with triple offerings. And that gives us free block and all that. The Spectres I'm using is currently a perfect judgmental... No, it's not judgmental. Perfect Guardian Turtle. And a perfect Spirit of Fortune for the lightning lucky hits. And yeah, you see, now there might be too many enemies for not to die, so I might die here. Like, this is... I'm not even capped normally on fire rest, by the way, on this character, as we're testing this. Like, I should not survive this. I mean... I can't cast my skeletons because of the recovery. And it's still just... It's just... The idea is for you to resummon your skeletons once every 4 seconds. Like, that's the whole point of this. Oh, he hit me. I need more skeletons. Never mind, everything's dead. Except for that one. Come on. Ice Prison. My minions come over here? Oh, no. There he is. Alright, here we go. Spell resistance, by the way, versus my mage skeletons. He's still just evaporating it. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't have much more footage to show you than this, because like we're still making changes and plans to this. But I wanted to make a video showcasing just how stupid it is to run Doriani's prototype, and the guy is surviving everything thrown at his way. It's ridiculous. So obviously, I wanted to make a video showcasing how it looks and the functionality of it and like how it works right now. My recommendation, like I talked about before, when it comes to the mage skeletons, is to level with absolution and then skip archers. You can go straight into chaos mages, and you do that while using the chaos conversion gloves. I thought they were going to be more expensive than they are. They did go up a bit in price, but it's still worth it. So you'll run something like these gloves for conversion. My guide covers this. There's a link in the description below to that video, so do check that out, and my day 1 progression video. But this is just absolutely insane. And you can then play the chaos version of mage skeletons till you have Dorianis and everything you need to be able to do this version that I'm currently working on. But once I'm done with the PoB, we'll make a video guide for this as well to cover this more in detail once I figured out the exact details of what you're supposed to use, what auras and what skill gems and whatnot. Yeah. Another thing to point out is that GGG don't do mid-league nerfs unless it's something broken. Had a small discussion around this in the stream with Atros, for example, and I don't think they will fix the Doriani Merc mechanic. Because I think that the way they would have to fix it would make the Mercs completely useless in high-tier content, which they can't do. So I genuinely don't think there's going to be anything hurting this build. However, if, against all odds, they would, this build, unlike many other lightning-based builds, mage skeletons can very easily just go back to playing mage skeletons with a chaos version very easily with very few changes. And then you can play with the Doriani in the high budget class we originally planned to do anyways. It's just going to cost a little bit more currency to do. Anyways, I just wanted to showcase this. And Someone in chat mentioned that Jungron has been doing this with Doriani, so I guess shout out to Jungron as well for this mechanic. But goddamn, I genuinely think that everyone's going to run Dorianis on their Mercs. It's going to be lightning spare PoE 2 shenanigans. It's going to be Archmage shenanigans again. It's going to be Spark all over again. The same thing that happened in those things for PoE 2 and PoE 1. Everyone's going to play that, and it's going to be ridiculous. That's kind of how I see it. It's not unreasonable to expect 500 million DPS from a properly set high budget build with this. It's not unreasonable to expect 1 billion DPS out of something like this. Like, for those of you who are not aware of how insane this is, we're talking about 1 billion DPS. That's what is that? 100 shapers per second. It's absolutely beyond insane. Anyways, I'll be back with a proper video with PUBs and everything when I'm done with it. And hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, stay safe. Keep rocking.